Thank you for tuning in to Amanda Hills Tech Ed. Today I will give you the basics of creating a Google form for your classroom. Google Forms can be created to collect student information and parent information. They can submit journal entries. They can use it for an exit ticket. You can use it to set up conferences with parents. They can submit assignments. They can do warm-ups or problems of the day. It can be used for spelling tests, reading assignments, accelerated reader logs. They can sign up for clubs. You can use it for evaluations. Google Forms can be used for so many things. And I'm going to show you the basics of creating a Google form. To access Google Forms, the quickest way to do that is to type in forms.google.com. And that should take you to the template section of Google Forms. And it should pull up with the screen that looks like this. And these are pre-made templates, and if you see something that you can use for your classroom, by all means go ahead. But we're going to actually make one from scratch. And to do so, we want to click blank, and it should pull up a blank form. And we're going to use this to create a form collecting data from the students. We want to get their home address. We want to get some information on their parents. It's kind of like an emergency card for the classroom. So what we're going to do, the first thing that we're going to do, we're going to change the title of the form. So we're going to title it Contact Information. Okay. Once we click it, once we type it in up there, it'll automatically go there once we click in the form. Okay, I can put a description of the form description, student and parent information, 2016-2017 school year. Okay. Now, let's say that I wanted to change the background or the color of my form. I would go here, choose a palette. So let's just say that our school colors are orange. I click orange, and the top component or the banner area, it turns orange, and the form has a light tint of orange in it as well. So if I don't want to use that, I have other options as well. I can go there, and they have pre-made banners. So let's just say that since I'm gathering information, let's see if we can find one that may suit what we're looking for. Okay, so many different options. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the school books. Okay, so select that, and it'll populate as the banner. Okay, but if I had one that I wanted to upload, or an image that I want to upload myself, I can go back to that palette, click upload photos. I can search my computer and upload a photo, and it will appear right there. If I already had some items in my album, which I do, I would select them. Okay, it's been uploaded, and I can do something like this. Be sure that your picture will fit into the square that they've already designated. And it'll pull up something like that, and I'll leave that up there. Okay, and so I've already added the description. We've already made changes to the background of it. So now we're going to ask the first question. We want to know the student's name. So we're going to make this a short answer one. For the different types of questions, you have an option of short answer, paragraph, multiple choice, check boxes, drop down boxes, linear scale, multiple choice grid, date and time. But we just need a short answer. We just need their name. And we want to make this required. So we're going to make that a required one. Okay. So now we want to add another question. We want to know the student's parent's name. So we're going to go over here in the little menu bar, and we're going to select the plus sign, add a question. So we want to know the parent's name. And we want that to be a short answer as well. And we're going to make that one required. Okay. And then we're going to add another question. And we want their address. So we're going to type in address. select the short answer, make that required. Okay, now we want to know what grade that they're in. So we're going to make a plus, we're going to select another question. Okay, and we're going to put grade level. So let's say that you're a high school teacher and you teach 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th grade. So what we're going to do, we're going to make it a drop down box. Let's just make it a drop down one. Okay, so we could put 9th grade. If we come here, we can add additional options. So we just click here, 10th grade, add additional options, 11th grade, add another option, 12th grade. And we're going to make this one required as well. Okay, and now we're going to add another question. Okay, we want to rate the school. Rate your last school year years experience. Okay, so we want to rate the last school year, rate your last school year's experience. Okay, and we're going to make this a linear scale from 1 to 10. So 1 horrible and 5 is great. Okay, and we're going to make this one required. Okay, so now we want them to, this is the beginning of the school year, and we want to add a YouTube video documenting, just giving an overview of your classroom or your classroom rules, but we want to add an additional section to that. So to do that, we're going to go to here, add a section, and this is going to send it to another page. So they can come here, they can put their information, and they can come here and also watch the class overview. And put a description. Then we want to add a video. So you've already created a video, or if you wanted to add an image, you'll be able to do the exact same thing by clicking image, but we want to add a YouTube video. So we're going to click add video. So we're going to search right here. This will not be my class overview, but we'll be able to pull up another school's class overview. Okay, let's do this. Classroom. Okay, and we're just going to select class, Google Class Overview for teachers. Select that. We're just using one as an example. We click that one, hit select, and it's right in there. And you can put a classroom overview. And we're going to center the video. And we could put right here, and we want to ask them for any comments or questions. And we're going to make that one a paragraph form, and we want that to be required as well. So now that we've finished our form, we've already centered our video. Now we want to make sure where exactly are our responses going. Okay, right now we have 0 responses because we have not sent the form out to anyone. And we can click here to get email notifications for new responses, and it's already been enabled. Or we can select a response destination. So I would click there, and I want it to go into a new spreadsheet. So I'm going to click create. And so it's going to go to its own spreadsheet. If you click there, it'll take you directly to your spreadsheet. And this is how it would show up unless there's individual responses out there already. Then you can see individual responses, or you can see the spreadsheet view. Okay. And if you want to close down the form and you didn't want to receive any other responses, you can click here and it'll turn off form. Okay. See, not accepting anymore. And this is the message that the student or the parent or the teacher would see once they go to the form. Okay, but we wanted to stay on. Okay, all right, so now we've done that. Now we want to preview the form. Okay, so this is what the students will see and the parents will see when they go to the form. So we're going to exit out of that. We're going to exit out of the spreadsheet and we want to send this out. So we're going to click send, and if I want to send this to a particular teacher, I can do that. So let's say I want to send it to teched@gmail.com, and I can put contact info. Please watch vid and complete form. Thanks, Miss Hill. Okay, and I can include the form inside of the email, or they can get the link. So we're not going to include it in there. If I wanted to add other people to collaborate on the form, I can click here and add collaborators, and it'll pull up like this. And I can send that out just like that. I can send it using the form, and I can invite people to look at it. They can edit it only once I send it out like that. Okay, or prevent editors from changing access and adding people, I would click right there. Okay, so but we are not going to do that. We're going to click done. Okay, so now we have that. We would just send that out. Or if I want to do a shareable link, I always like to shorten the URL because this is a very long strand to even have to deal with. I would click shorten URL and copy it, and I could put it up in there. But if I want to embed it in my web page, I can do that as well. And this is a different sizes, and I can adjust the sizes to do that. So we're going to go ahead and go to the form, and we're just going to fill it out. We're going to give it a test run to fill it out. So we're going to put test for that one, test, and the grade level. See how it turned into a drop box. We're going to make the drop box 10th grade, and they're going to rate last year's school experience as not so great but not horrible either. So remember when we made that additional section on the form? It takes us right there once we hit the next button. Okay, so we have the classroom overview, and if I hit play right there, the video pulls up and you'll be able to hear it. Okay, and we can do comments or questions, and that's required, and I can put none right here, and I submit it. Okay, your response has been recorded. But if I did not want that to appear, I can go into the form and make adjustments for that as well. Let's see where that is. Yep, your response has been recorded. I can put thank you. See you in class. Okay, and I can hit save, and that's what they would see in the confirmation page. So okay, so now we see that once we go back to the form, okay, and if I wanted to access the form, I can show you guys how to get there as well. Okay, we will go to responses, and we see that we have one response, and we can see the summary of all the responses. It gives us a good breakdown. Or I can see the individual responses. We only have one, so you'll see it and it'll appear just like this. Now, if I have more than one, I'll be able to hit the next button and so on. I can print it or I can trash it. And if I go to my spreadsheet, I can see the timestamp of when the form was completed, and we see all of their information. Now, let's just say that I wanted to access my form and I do not remember my URL. What I would do, I would go to Google. I would go to my main page on my Google. I will go to drive.google.com, pull it up in my browser, in my search bar, I mean. And if you made a form, you have Drive. Okay, give it one moment to pull up. Okay, let's see. And this is the form that we created. It's called Contact Information. And I can pull it up that way, and I'll be able to access my form and see my responses. See, individual, see everything, and I can resend it out. Okay. All right, well, thank you for tuning in to Amanda Hill Tech Ed. I hope this was very helpful.